Hi there, David Weaver with Franchise Your Freedom. Today I wanted to talk about employees. I'm putting together a series of do's and don'ts, and I think employees is a good topic to stick in here. Um, so, what I would say about employees is plan on spending the money to build a good team. Okay, so the do is have a budget for finding and acquiring your team and or your employees. The way that I like to look at employees is just like how I like to look at customers because the process and the system is very much the same. The other reason I like looking at it this way is as I'm having candidates research franchises, I want them to specifically ask the franchisor how defined is the system for finding good employees, because employees is one of those things that makes people some people nervous, and some people that's what gives them juice. So I like this topic because employees, depending on the person, right? Some small business owners talk about how wonderful their employees are and their team. They always talk in terms of team. Those are the ones that are good leaders. And then there's plenty of people that are always, their employees are their biggest challenge, and they're having a hard time with employees pretty much every time you're talking to them, right? So the do is have a plan and have a budget for acquiring employees, and think about your employee acquisition like customer acquisition. You have to find and attract employees to want to come work for you, just like you have to find and attract customers to want your service or products, right? Here's the don't. Don't be afraid of not being able to find good employees. I hear this all the time. Lots of small business owners. It's so hard to find a good. I mean, go back to 2018, 17, 18, 19. I mean, our economy was on fire. Unemployment was at historic lows, and small business owners have a hard time finding really high quality people. Now, that pendulum also shifts, right? So in a hot economy, everybody's making money, which is great. Even small business owners can make money, and are doing great. In a down economy, it's the you're doing what you can to survive. But the upside to a down economy is a lot of high quality people got laid off for one reason or another, right? And so your ability to find and attract really high quality people, and those people are looking for different things, maybe in a different economy, that pendulum shifts in your favor. So what I would have a candidate do if I was coaching them would be have a plan for finding and building your team, have a budget for finding and building your team. And what I wouldn't do is allow myself to spend a whole lot of time worrying that I'm not going to find the right people. Because here's the reality. You're going to find somebody and they're not going to work out. And then by the time you have to replace that person, you've become a better leader. You know your business better. You know what you're doing better. So the next person's going to be 5 times better than the guy that walked out the door. And it's going to happen again and again. And you are going to get better and better at finding the right person, selecting that person, and then leading and onboarding that person. And when all of that comes together, business ownership is an absolute blast. So do have a budget, and don't be afraid of it as it relates to employees and building your team. Again, David Weaver with Franchise Your Freedom. I believe in small business ownership and America's independence. I absolutely love small business ownership, and so that's why I coach people in finding the right franchise and helping them become business owners for the first time. If you've liked what you've heard today in this segment, please let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to speak with me live, there's also a link to my calendar. Have a good one.